Hey guys, this is Abhinav for Homeschooling in London. I just wanted to put this question to you guys really quickly. Do you think it's too young for 4-year-olds to go to school? Do you think it's too young? 4 is too young for children to go to school? I'm asking you this question because a friend of mine is really concerned about her son at the moment. He's 4 and she thinks that it was too young for him to start school. In the UK, if your child turns 4 before, I think it's before September of the year that they're supposed to be starting school, then they can start school in September. But if they turn 4 after a certain date, like in September, then they have to go to school when they're 5 next year, the year after. Which basically means that there's children in class, like reception or kindergarten class, that are literally nearly a whole year older than some of the younger 4-year-olds and stuff. So I think it's good for children to mix with older children, and I think it's good for children to mix with other children, obviously their peers. But I'm not sure if I think 4 is the right age for children to be in school from 9 till 3 o'clock every single day. I actually think that the UK really needs to think about maybe allowing children to be in school part-time, and then when they turn like 6, then they can start full-time school at 6 or 7. I really think 4, especially children that have just turned 4, they were literally just 3 and they're starting school. Some people I speak to say, well, they have to learn sometime. If they don't learn now, when are they going to learn? I'm of the opinion that children need their families around them. They need the love and affection and attention from their family. I think that's more important between the ages of 0 and say 5 years old. Even you can stretch to say 0 to 7 years old. I think it's so important for them to literally be, with their mother and their dad, but with their mother, like connected to their mum, because they've only, if you think about it, it's like 4 years away from the womb is not a long time. It's not a long time at all. It's literally a drop in the ocean. So to sort of just throw your child into school and be like, right, see you later at 4 years old, I think it's too young. I sent my son to a Montessori school, which I've explained to you before, and I regretted it. I regretted it from the day he entered the school. Even though I do feel like he got something out of it. I felt like I was pushing him into going to school for my own selfish reasons, because from 0 to 3, I basically took care of him. I didn't put him in like preschools or anything like that, and it basically meant that there was a lot of things that I couldn't do in terms of work, because obviously I work. I've got my own small business that I do from home, but it meant that I couldn't do certain things. And so when he started school, I was like, right, I can go to the gym, I can meet with clients, I don't have to work from home all the time and have meetings with clients through Skype, sitting, speaking to people through the screen and all that kind of thing. I can go and meet people in their offices, and I can go and see clients in the coffee shops, and I can be cool. I'll be honest, I'm not even lying, I'm just being honest now. I'm not even messing, I'm being honest with you. That is one of the reasons why I was happy to send my son to school. When I really took a step back and looked within myself, said to myself, do you know what? I don't think it's the right thing, because my son was waking up every day crying, saying he doesn't want to go to school, and I'm thinking, he's just being stubborn. But when I actually really looked into it, I realised the reason why I didn't want to go to school. In a class of 20 children that he didn't know, for 8 hours in a whole day, not knowing when I'm coming back, it's quite traumatic for a child, especially a child who is sensitive. And my son is sensitive. And there's, not all children are sensitive, but my son is sensitive, and some children are sensitive. And when you see them kicking and screaming to go to school, and you're like, some parents are like, oh, they need to fix up. No. When children do that, there's a reason why children act like that. And a lot of times it's not because they're spoiled brats. A lot of the time it's because they genuinely feel like emotionally distraught going to school for 8 hours a day. And if I think about it, when I was going to school, I remember I cried on my first day, and my second day, and my third day, and my fourth day, and probably even my 20th day. Like, I used to cry a lot. I never really thought about it until my son started acting like that. Because I was like, I don't want to go to school. I want to stay at home with my mum. But I couldn't because my mum had to go to work. And that's the problem as well. Like, parents, some people need to go to work. It's not everybody that can work from home. It's not everybody that has a husband that earns enough money so that the mother can stay at home with the children. So some people kind of have to send their kids to school. But then in that sense, does that not mean that sending your child to school because you need to go to work, it's almost like saying, right, I need a babysitter for my child rather than I need my child to get an education. Because education begins in the home at the end of the day. Even if you don't homeschool your children, they learn everything they learn in the first, say, 0 to 3 years, is from you guys. So, yeah, the question is, do you think it's too young? Do you think it's too young to send a child to school full time from 9 till 3 o'clock every single day? Let me know, leave it in comments below and check the links below as well. Thanks a lot.